Welcome to our marketing team. This is a private video that I'm sharing with you. It's exclusively only for our clients because every lead that we send your way, we would like you to see convert as many as possible into sales. So this is just a quick sales process video to help you to work those leads that we send you, those inquiries also. So firstly, consistency and frequency is the key when it comes to closing a deal or making that sale. You're going to have to work those leads really hard because the competition is tough out there. So firstly, keep a spreadsheet of every lead that you get. Record all the information that you have. Record the person's name, surname, if it's a business name, if it's their phone number, their email address, and have a notes column so that you can make a note of when you need to call the person or what they do or what their particular situation is. That is important. It's going to help you to keep track of your leads. It will also help you to build your database. So firstly, make a spreadsheet of all your leads. Keep track of them. Then, when you get the lead, call the person. There are other companies out there, they are not calling people. They are emailing, SMSing or WhatsApp. Phone the person. Make the personal connection so that they can grow to trust you and your company. That's the first thing. So when you get the leads, call the person, introduce yourself, and tell them how you got their details. So you got the details on Facebook or Instagram. Look at the lead that we send you. If it's a leads form, there will be an IG in one of the columns, that means Instagram, or there will be an FB abbreviation, that means Facebook. So look at the column, check all the details in that particular row, and make contact with the person. So you'll say, hi, I am so-and-so from this company, and how are you? Just ask them, how are you? Then they'll say they're fine, how are you? You say fine, thank you. I saw that you completed your details on our Facebook page, and I see that you're interested in this particular product or service, depending on the ad that they're responding to. Remind them. People have short memories sometimes, so you're going to have to refresh their memory when they filled in their contact details on your Facebook or Instagram page. Just remind them how you got the number. Okay? That will now sink in and they realize, oh yes, that I did fill in that form. I did want that information. So then you can start having a conversation with them. Set up a short set of questions so that you can get more information from this lead. It will depend on your business, what you're going to ask them, whether you're going to ask them questions about their business or what they need from you, what kind of service, what product it is. Your list of questions might be long if you're going business to business, or it might be short if you're just selling a product. But ask the right questions. You should know, you've been in your business for quite some time. You know what kind of questions to ask. So, also find out more about who they are. Who is the person you are speaking to? Identify whether they are talkers or not talkers. If they are talkers, engage with them. Ask them questions about themselves, not too personal of course, because you don't know them, you've just met them over the phone. Ask them some questions about themselves. Some people like to talk about their dogs, children, family. If it's a business, ask them about their business. Just ask them. Let them talk. The talkers will talk, and because you are listening, that will build trust. The ones that are not talkers, don't blab too much. Get to the fact, get to the point, so that they can make the decision. But the point you want to make is selling value and benefits. How is what you offering them going to benefit them? How will it improve their lives, not yours? You are fulfilling a need or a want in that person's life. How will you fulfill that need or want with what you are selling? So keep that in mind when you are talking to them. Once they've had to say what they have to say, tell them exactly what you offer. And then once you've gotten to the end of the conversation, you greet them and you tell them what is the next step. Either you can close the deal at this point, depending on what you're selling, or you'll need to follow it up with an email so you can send them your information. So if it's business to business, you would usually send them more information, or if it's a big purchase, you may need to send them more information via email. They want to see who you are and trust you, and they want to do their research. So send them an email with information about your business profile and the product or service that you are offering them. That needs to be clear, and then remind them of the need or the want that you are going to fulfill. The benefits and the value, remind them of that. Help them to make their decision-making process much easier, and use wording and terms that are more connecting. Don't be too robotic when it comes to your email communication. Then you've sent the email, they haven't responded yet. If they have responded, close the deal. If they haven't, call them the next day. Don't wait too long. Call them the next day. Ask them, just simply ask them, did you get my email? Did you have a chance to look through it? If they have, start the conversation as to how you can close the deal. But try to close the deal. If it is a product or a service that you're offering that is low in stock, tell them it's low in stock, they need to action. They need to buy now. If it's a service that's a limited offer, tell them the promotion ends on so-and-so date, they need to act now or they will lose the special offer. Try to create a sense of urgency. Okay, so you followed up on the email, you've tried to close the deal. If they didn't look at the email, they just briefly found it and they forgot to check it, just leave it at that. Say thank you, I'll give you a call back once you've had a chance to check the email. Then you're going to have to call back again. Consistency, frequency is the key, people. You're going to have to follow up again. Now the next time you can just follow up with the reminder email. Just remind them that you sent them the email. So you can alternate between phone and email if you need to. Or you can consistently call them. Calling is always the best way to go. So hearing a human voice makes a better connection and makes it easier to close the deal. So that is the next step. There are many steps here. So next, if you haven't closed the deal or made the sale, you're going to have to keep following up. So what may happen is people tend to forget, or they get busy with other things and they forget about you. You don't want them to forget about you. You want them to remember you. So you will call again. Now, statistically, it can take up to 9 points of contact to close a deal or to make a sale. Simply because some people will need to build that trust with you. So you may need to get in touch with that person up to 9 times. You don't have to stop at 9. You can continue if they don't say no. Only stop if it's a hard no. If it's a hard no, you don't want to pester the person. You want to still keep their details, add them to your database, and you can regularly send them emails just reminding them of your services and your products. So at a later stage, it could be a yes, but you won't keep calling them if it's a no. You can just do a soft sell every time, or just a reminder in terms of adding them to your database and sending them the information. If it's someone who is very interested and just doesn't have the time at the moment, or they don't have the money at the moment, you can cut a special deal or follow up with them later. You can make them a special offer. Whatever you need to do to close the deal that is still a profitable means for you. You want to try and meet the person halfway. So consistency is key. You're going to have to follow up with those leads as much as possible until you get a hard no. But of course you are still building your database, so you can make a sale at a later stage. Not all sales happen immediately. Work it. You could always make a sale from a particular customer. Keep the people on your database, keep building your database, your email, and SMS database. You could be sending them out WhatsApps in WhatsApp groups if you can create one, or you can do SMS marketing or email marketing. So make the most of those leads that you are getting. Keep in mind also that, like with any media, although we are doing targeted marketing, there may be a couple here and there that are not necessarily a target market. That's only because a friend of a friend of someone who is your target audience may have seen the ad and has decided to contact you. So just bear that in mind as well. Those are extra leads, which is great. You can always deal with it, or you can narrow them down and qualify whether they actually are your target audience. If not, you can just discard those leads. You can always just add them to your mailing list. It doesn't hurt. Having a bigger database is better than having no database or a small one. So the qualified leads, follow up, follow up, follow up. Keep going with those prospects. Consistency and frequency is the key. So we'd like to see you close those deals, make that sale, and grow your business. You can do it.